Hi viewers, welcome to Finance with Mo. On today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to save money as a low income earner in Nigeria. As we all know that Nigeria is filled with different pay salary earners. So this video specifically is for people who are earning or who are more on the low income levels. So the first thing I would like us to talk about in this video is the fact that you as a person have to accept that you are a low income earner. You have to accept your financial reality that you are not an high income earner. So how do you do that? You accept it by understanding that this is what you get at the end of the month, and then you can be able to disburse it appropriately wherever you need to. The second thing that you need to understand as a income earner in Nigeria is you need to be able to track your finances. Now, you need to know where your money is going as a low income earner in Nigeria. Let's say I earn 50,000 naira every month, and then I spend this 50,000 naira on a lot of things like feeding, groceries, data subscription, transportation, and the rest. So I need to be able to actually track, like I should be able to describe what I've used my money for all through the month. Do you understand? Then on the third list of how to actually save money as a low income earner in Nigeria, the third thing that you need to do is to pay yourself first. And I know you'll be wondering, what does it mean by to pay myself first? What it majorly means is that when the money comes into your account at the end of the month, or whenever you get your wages or your salary, the first thing that should be on your mind is I should pay myself for all this labor that I've done. And that means setting aside a little percentage from what you have earned and putting it in a separate account. So it means that from that 50,000 naira, 70,000 naira, 80,000 naira that you earned in the month, you should be able to remove, let's say, like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, depending on what you can or your ability, and you should be able to set that aside in an account. Now, the purpose of paying yourself first is to make sure that it is consistently done every month. So it doesn't have to be a big sum. Do you understand me? So it doesn't mean that when the money comes, I should remove like half of my salary. Please don't do that, because you actually starve throughout the month and we don't want that happening. So, and the fourth thing on the list, as a low income earner in Nigeria who is trying so hard to save in the society or in an economy that is not so thriving. Now, the first thing that you need to do as a low income earner in Nigeria who now understands that yes, I'm a low income earner, my salary is not that big, is that you need to have a separate account for your savings. Now, in the third thing I talked about you paying yourself. When you're paying yourself, the money that you are keeping aside, let's say from that 50,000 naira, I'm setting aside a sum of 2,000 naira. That 2,000 naira should be in a separate account entirely. That means that I should not be using the same account I use for my day-to-day expenditures. I should not be using that same account for my savings, because like that, you might not be able to save. Do you understand me? So when you collect that money, or when you take that money, you should put it in a separate account where you can actually monitor and say, okay, I don't have access to this account. This account, I cannot access it. Do you understand? Now, the fifth thing to do on the list of what you need to do as a low income earner in Nigeria who is trying so hard to save is to cut down expenses. Now, this means that if you're a low income earner in Nigeria, and you know that at the end of the month you're not earning so much, and you have a lot of bills, you have bills to pay, you should not be talking about eating out. You should not be talking about using Uber. You should not be talking about going to expensive restaurants. What you should be doing right now is to monitor, is to cut down expenses. For instance, let's say for food now, instead of going to the restaurant to buy food, you can actually buy your food in large quantity in bulk from the market. Then you can be cooking that every day. Or let's say transportation system, you can use the public transportation system instead of hopping on every Uber ride. So you understand, because when you do that, it kind of reduces your cost of expenditure, and in that way you are able to have a little to hold on to at the end of the month. Now, another, let me give you a bonus. Let me give you a bonus. This one is not for everybody, but just hold on. Now, for a low income earner in Nigeria, you should also have a side hustle. That extra 20K, 30K would actually go a long way for you. So you should have something that you are doing aside from your monthly or from your 9 to 5. Let's say you are a virtual assistant now. That extra income is also very useful. So instead of moping around or complaining that, oh, I'm a low income earner in Nigeria, why don't you work on building a soft skill for yourself? And soft skills can include digital marketing, it can include content marketing, it can include social media marketing, it can include YouTubing, just engage yourself in things that can generate you that extra income. So guys, I don't know if you have enjoyed this video or you have learned one or two from this video. Please subscribe, hit the subscribe button, share to somebody who is a low income earner like ourselves who need to hear this. And I trust that this video has been very helpful. Now, this is Finance with Mo, your number one go-to finance channel on YouTube. And our aim is to make sure that you are able to account for every naira that comes into your account. Thank you for watching this video. Look out for more videos from this channel.